He said, I know you wanna believe in something. If you could just see all of the people in me. Then the shadows descend from his eyes to his hands, down to his naked all-American knee. Doesn't anybody wanna be a rock and roll queen? Dress yourself up in a diamond tiara. Other people tend to agree. From a fish that love to platform chucks, she's a fading Miss American dream. But her daddy couldn't keep his distance. Said you can't keep on away if you try. Status mistakes on the one that we make, wishing on wings right in front of our eyes. Well, doesn't anybody wanna be a rock and roll queen? Leave them laughing when you wanna die. Says everybody, somebody I used to know. Man, I was a toast of the town back when everyone knew where to go. I was a spaceman in Tulsa, but if you can see behind my eyes, I'm just an empty smile and a song I don't even know how to sing. Doesn't anybody want to be a rock and roll queen? Like you're rockin' burn out of town. Sometimes I can't remember, but Highland. Grab your shoes and head out in the rain. Another chorus of times you could not refrain. The sun undresses the horizon. You grab your phone and text a lot, but you're where you're supposed to be this time. You watch the lightning flash across the window pane. You can barely see the morning. I carry distance like a bird on my encumbrance and my strength. 40 years across the sands of your devotion and my shame. So I blow a kiss across the garden. Gethsemane sings to me. Virginia's just a break to ease the pain. I'm hardly able to sort the sugar from the cane, but I can barely see the morning. All my memories fit into a frame. I can barely see the morning. Deluge urges me, and the flood submerges me out in a sanded land and a flavor on my face. Every arc you feel, there's a hole you never will inside. So won't you call me Moses? Oh, won't you call my name? Call me home, call me through the dark when I have lost my way. You see me, trust me even when I'm not. Believe me when I say I try to change. These clouds could wash me clean, all my sin and all my shame. I can barely see through the rain. All the world is runs in circles between hatching and betraying. I can barely see through the rain. I can barely see Virginia through the rain. Yeah, I can barely see Virginia through the rain.
Yeah!
Hey, good evening. How you doing? I'm glad to see all of you. I'm really glad to get to play. This has been a weird night. I'm really sorry. I imagine a lot of you came to see the Gasoline Anthem play because they are one of the best bands on the planet. I love them dearly. They are one of my favorite groups of musicians that have ever existed, and I'm so sorry if you're disappointed about that, and I do not blame you. We play a lot of casinos, and not all of them are the greatest places. I will say this: I really like this place. And it is a fantastic hotel.
San Bernardino, that's why.
Just great, but it's a weird thing about when you play gigs. sometimes it's hard with security. Not everybody wants to stop trouble. Some people, Brian ran into a thing where they have rules here about kids, and I don't blame them. It makes perfect sense that, they got to keep their license. It's really important. But the way they talked to him just escalated it and escalated it and escalated it until I don't think they could stand to stay and play. And that's a real shame, because I don't think anybody had that intention. Honestly, when I went to talk to try and bridge the gap, I was told, we have rules, we don't give a fuck if any of you play. And which surprised me, because like I said, every experience I've had here up till that second has been nothing but positive. This is a great place to play, it is a great room. Everyone running it is great, the hotel is fantastic, they have treated us nothing but good. But sometimes, you just get people who would rather get into a fight than stop one. And I was told 3 times that because of the rules, it was okay if all of us left, which was strange to me because it had never occurred to me at that point to leave. I understand why Brian was leaving, because the way they talked to him kind of sucked. But that wasn't us. And while I support my friend, and I agree completely, because I think he was treated terribly, it hadn't even occurred to me not to play until someone got in my face 3 or 4 times and told me they didn't give a shit if we left. And then I started to think about leaving, which is a shame. And I was reminded that y'all are here.
Thank you!
And I also remembered that the entire day had been great spent here, up until 7:27, when I found people who would treat people like shit. But up until that moment, I thought everybody that worked here was just about the nicest person I'd ever seen. I thought it was the best Red Tropic casino I'd ever been to. And I still think that. It's a great place, but man, sometimes security can get so aggressive that it makes it hard to stay and do your job. And this is all I wanted to say about it tonight, because I want you to understand that Gaslight didn't just throw a temper tantrum and walk out here. They were treated really, really poorly. And then it was kind of shoved in our face. But what occurred to me is it's just a couple people that we're having an argument with, and it doesn't represent everybody else who works here. It doesn't represent the people who run it. It was just, and maybe that person was just having a bad day.
It only takes one.
Because everybody has bad days. I have days where I'm an asshole, and if that's the only time you run into me, you probably would think I was an asshole. But I wanted to explain that to you, because for all of you that came here to see Gaslight, I feel really bad, and so do they. They were heartbroken not to be playing, and they are just about the best guys on earth, so believe me, it wasn't a thing. But I did want to tell you, because it pissed me off after a certain point too, because, well shit, there's only so many times someone can tell you they don't give a shit if you leave before you start thinking, well, it hadn't occurred to me to leave until now, but fuck. Anyways, that's my rant for the night. I don't want you to hold it against anybody in the place, because you're never going to run into the 1 or 2 guys who it was. The rest of them were probably perfectly wonderful people. Everyone else I've run into here has been a perfectly wonderful person. But some people are just having a bad fucking day, and they want everybody else to have it too. But you know what? Who's not having a bad day? I will introduce you to a close personal friend of mine. That's right. Here's my friend Emma right here. One of my oldest friends, and just a wonderful person. If you got to spend the day around him, you'd understand why I wanted to introduce him. Also, here's my friend Charlie. Start tearing the old man down, run past the heather, down to the old road. Start turning the grain into the ground, rolling in the over in the middle star, straighter than me. Brush past the shuttle, slides through the cold. Turn the world, across the wire, wrote a new life forward. In the middle of the day, there's a young man rolling around. The perfect thing, Mister, you gonna walk on water. You walk on the heart. Get right to the heart of matters. I think you better turn your ticket in. Get your money back at the door. Start riding better now. Drop past the killer, come on through the summer rain. Turn the girl to the ground. Roll a new love over. In the middle of the day, there's a young man rolling around in the earth and green in the street. You're gonna walk on water. You walk on the heart. All right, this one's all you. Man, it's weird. Y'all are close enough that I can hear like everything you say. It's I gotta say, it's strangely overly personal. You know, usually for some reason it's the acoustics are really good in here, but yeah, it's weird. I'm not telling you to be quiet or anything. Obviously, we want you to be as loud as possible. I'm just showing that it's strangely intimate. You know, what I'm gonna do is shut up and get back to playing this song. the pain of all the stupid things I do. Anchor on the line. Oh, the clock can tell the time. If I could give all my love to you, I could just define myself, but I'm just not coming. Your feelings will think of all the stupid things I do. I'm an anchor on the line of a clock that tells the time that it is running out on you. Thank you very much. You know, I feel like I was just sitting here a couple seconds ago. I always sit down to talk to you all about something. At this point in the show, it's just that I normally wasn't just here a few minutes ago. So, you know what? I really think that refreshed the whole situation. Okay, so I'm still gonna tell y'all a story. When I was a kid, like 5, maybe 6 years old, my family lived up in Boston. My dad was doing his medical internships there at Mass General. You know, it's funny, every audience has a Mass General fan. And I'm glad you're here tonight. And, but you know, it was 1969, 1970. And the Vietnam War was going on, and my dad had to go in the Army. And luckily they sent him out west to Texas, which is good because I didn't want him to go east. What? Is this for Texas or for New York? All right, me too. So, you know, we moved out west to Texas, which was good because I didn't want my dad going to Vietnam. And I had never really been anywhere else. I mean, I was born in Baltimore, but I don't, you know, and there's never a cheer for Baltimore, which is also understandable. You know, I'd never really been anywhere else. I didn't remember, you know, I was only 3 in Baltimore. And we drove out of Boston, just beautiful, woody, a lot of forests, in this old gold Oldsmobile Cutlass station wagon. And there are often fans of Oldsmobile Cutlass station wagons too. And we headed out of the Northeast and down across the Appalachian Mountains, which was kind of a new sort of thing for me. And then all across the Great Plains. If you've ever driven across this country, there's a lot of it. And we finally ended up in the Western Deserts in El Paso. And I spent the next bunch of years mostly around Texas, a little bit in Colorado before we headed out to California. A lot of time in Arizona and New Mexico. And it made a real impression on me, you know, not having been anywhere except for Boston. I had never seen a lot of places. And if you drive around this country, you realize there are a lot of different kinds of people. There are a lot of different kinds of places. We are a country made up of everyone who came from somewhere else, except the people who started out here that we fucked over. But the rest of us came here from somewhere else because it seemed like the place to be. And that means that there's so many different kinds of people in this country. And maybe because I ended up in a job as an adult where all we do is drive back and forth across the country, I think I grew to really appreciate that that's probably the most important thing about this country, is how many different kinds of people and how many different kinds of places there are. And for whatever reason, I've been writing about it ever since. It's in about 5 million of my songs, which if I had actually written 5 million of, I would be so fucking rich right now. But when I was finishing up this record, I wrote almost the entire record on my friend's farm in England, everything but one song. And I was at home and I just thought the album was missing something, and I got to thinking about how I spent my life, the places I've seen and the people I've met that formed me into who I am. And specifically the person in the last 10 years who changed my life completely. But I am a product of all those places and all those people. And so I wrote a song about that, and I loved it, and as soon as it was done, I knew the album was ready to be recorded. And in the same way that 30 years ago, Round Here was the story of my life, I think this song is really the story of my life. It's about me and how I lived, and all y'all and the effect you had on me. And it's called With Love from A to Z. Ocean of rain. I was hoping to see California again. All these memories run through me like blood in my veins. In the quiet, the colors of night, like a blanket I dream. That I see mountains that stretch from Manhattan to Mars. And I follow my calling down out of these stars. Once more crossing America, west of my car. I am friendless, endlessly resentful, bereft that I be, trying to be what you need. And I've been called out this sense all the while of my home. I can squeeze me a liquor right out of this phone. But I won't leave you alone, 'cause these words are the essence of me. It'll send them along, crazy. In Kansas City, from the dreaming of millions who want to believe in all the junk that they wish for, never received. All the gifts of a Christmas return in December on the sea. That's the only what you need. And I've been crawling out this sense on the right of my bone. I can squeeze me a liquor right out of this song. I may leave you alone, but I won't leave you alone. What you see is just pieces of me. Send it with love. Pull me out from inside. I am ready, I am ready, I am ready, I am covered in skin. No one gets to come in. Pull me out from inside. I am folded and unfolded and unfolding. I am colorblind, coffee black, pull me out from inside. I am ready, I am ready, I am ready, I when we were recording Saturday nights, I really felt like that was probably the last record we were going to make. I wasn't feeling, I just wasn't very healthy back then. But, by the time we finished that side of the record, and I found that I'd been writing a different kind of song. Songs that weren't about losing myself anymore, but were, kind of about surviving. And so we ended up making Sunday mornings too. And this song was a big part of that. It's about all the things that make someone want to make something. Whatever it is. Build a chair, make a sculpture, paint a painting, sing a song, write a song. All the things that make anybody want to create and reach for something a little past what they think they can do. To make something out of nothing is kind of a bit of divinity to me. And I started imagining Michelangelo on a scaffold looking up at the roof of the Sistine Chapel, trying to find a way to paint a connection between himself and God. And then I thought about how it starts right when we're born. We're in a crib and our parents put a mobile over our bed that has the sun and stars and planets, and we lay there on our backs reaching for things. It starts right away when you're a kid, just trying to get something that's past what you have, past what you know. And so this song's all about that. It's called When I Dream of Michelangelo. dream of Michelangelo and hang above your head. And I know she's not my friend. And I know, 'cause there she goes, walking on my skin again. And I can't see why you want to talk to me when your vision of America is so crystal and clean. Man, I want a white red light, just something ignorant plain. From the walls of Michelangelo, I'm dangling again. And I know she is not my friend. And I know, 'cause there she goes, walking on my skin again and again. I look up and I see Saturn on the line, a sunfire on strings and wires, just been above my head. And you're right. And anytime you like, you could catch a sight of angel eyes, emptiness and infinite. And I dream of Michelangelo when I'm lying in my bed. I see God upon the ceiling, I see angels moving, and he seems so close when he reaches out his hand. But we are never quite as close as we'd like to understand. And I know she's not my friend. And I know, 'cause there she goes, just walking, walking, walking. And I know she's not my friend. And I know, 'cause there she goes, walking on my skin again and again. Oh my, oh God, no. Yeah, she's walking on my skin again and again. Aaron and I, we're gonna play you one, just the two of us. But I just decided to play this, and so it might, he's got a tune or something that, whatever guitar players do when you want to do something and it takes a while. This is boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, blues run the game. Send out for whiskey, baby, send out for gin. Mean room service, honey. Mean room service, mama, mean room service, living a life of sin. And when I ain't drinking, baby, you're on my mind. When I ain't sleeping, honey, when I ain't sleeping, mama, when I ain't sleeping, you know you find me crying. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been gone, wherever I have gone, the blues ring again. Living is a gamble, baby, loving's much the same. Wherever I have played, wherever I throw those dice, wherever I have played the blues, they run the game. Maybe when I'm older, baby, somewhere down the line, I'll wake up older, so much older, mama. I'll wake up older, and I'll just stop all of my trying. So catch a boat in them, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues are all the same. Now don't it always seem to go that you know what you got to be, and that's put up a heart. Don't this is only in my head. Cause I see things and I hear things. People tell me you're not there, and I dream things and I wish things. Wish so many things. But it's only in my head. So many things in my head. Do you think you're dreaming? Do you think it's true? Do you think you're dreaming? Do you think it's just something inside you? Do you think you're dreaming? Does it feel like it's true? Do they tell you that you're crazy? Me too. There's a girl on a car in my parking lot says, man, you should try to take a shit. Can't you see that my walls crumbling? And then she looks up at the building. She said, hey, I'm taking a check. She says she's tired of life. We're all sick. Tired of She's always on my mind. When I'm here, hey, I got a lot of time. If you know this song, that's really cool. And if you don't know it, that's cool too. But if you do, I'm playing it just for you. And for me, because I can't stop playing. I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. You say yes instead of no. I thought I saw you at the bus stop, I didn't though. I hit the ground running each night. I hit the Sunday matinee. You know the greatest films of all time were never made. Guess you never know, never know. And if you wanted me, you really should have showed. And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. But it's alright now. But we were something, don't you think so? Kind of Jenny's in the pool. But if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my defense, I had none for never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. You're doing cool shit, having adventures on your own. You meet somebody on the internet and take him home. We never did it by the numbers, baby. Oh, but we were making it count. You know the greatest loves of all time are over now. Guess you never know, never know. And it's another day waking up alone. We were something, don't you think so? Rolling 20s, tossing pennies in the phone. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my defense, I had none. Never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Oh, I persist and resist the temptation to ask you if one thing would everything be different today? We were something, don't you think so? Rosé flowing with your chosen family. Ah, and it would have been sweet if it could have been me. In my defense, I had none for digging up the grave another time. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. It would have been fun if you would have been the one. It would have been would have been one. to Hillside Man.
Here's George.
Sometime after 2 a.m. And we talked a little while about the year. I guess the one makes me laugh a little slower, makes me talk a little lower about the things you could not show her. It's been long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be everything right. I can't remember all the times I tried to tell myself to hold on to these moments as they pass. And it's one more day up in the canyon. And it's one more night in Hollywood. Hey man, it's been so long since I have seen the ocean. It's been so long since I have seen the ocean. Whoa, 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 man, it's been so long since I have seen the ocean. And when I get that shot,
to do an encore? All right. That's all.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
She sat right down on the sofa. I said, where have you been? 'Cause I've been waiting for you. Last night I had something so good. These you so long, and I got nothing to do. I've been hanging around this town. I've been rolling around this whole town. It's There's a girl waiting for me down in Mexico. She got a bottle of tequila, bottle of gin. If I bring a little music, I can fit right in. Got her plane rides in California, drowning out the window side. Got big black cars and stories how we slept with all the movie stars. I may take our holiday and Spain, leave my wings behind me, drop my worries down the drain, fly away somewhere. Hop on my choo-choo, I'll be your engine driver in a bunny suit. Dress me in pink and white. We may be just a little fuzzy about it later tonight. She my angel, she's better than the one that used to be with me. 'Cause she's like to scream at me. And it's a miracle that she's not living up in a tree. I may take our holiday in Spain, leave my wings behind me, drive this little girl insane, fly away somewhere. I see you, two dollars. Everybody's gone. We left the television screaming at the radio's on. Someone stole my shoes. There's a couple of shoes and a bottle of booze. Oh. Happy New Year, baby. We could probably fix it if we clean it up all day. Or we could safely pack our bags and catch a plane to Barcelona. 'Cause this city is dry. Amen. Take a holiday in Spain, leave my wings behind, flush my worries down the drain, fly away to somewhere. Take a holiday in Spain, leave my wings behind, drive this girl insane, fly away Hit it, Sean. That's my friend Dan right there. That's my friend Jim Dog. Here's my friend Charlie. I'm Charlie's friend Adam, and this is my friend Hillary. This here's my childhood Johnny. The handsomest guy on stage. That is my kind of day. I want to thank the Gaslighting Anthem for being with us every night. They're the greatest bunch of guys and the greatest band. I'm sorry they couldn't be here. Someone should call them up and politely apologize. But the rest of you, thank you so much for being here. Sly, Brian, we're going to miss you forever. You guys, don't worry. We will be back.